Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Crafty Saturday. My name's Michelle Zanovich, and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. Every Saturday morning at 9 and weekdays at 8, I come to you live to get our day started with a little creativity and fun. I don't know about you, but I can't wait for the new annual catalog to go live on Wednesday, June 3rd. And so I thought we'd celebrate with sunflowers to mark just the last few days of the countdown before the new catalog comes out. Let's see, I see Diane is here and Michelle and Gordy Van Gogh. Oh, all of my friends are joining me today. Debbie, did I see that you were there? And Lynn Sparkling Stamper. Oh my goodness, hi everyone. And Anne is here. Wow, it's like having a party first thing on a Saturday morning. So, we're going to use the Celebrate Sunflowers stamp set along with the coordinating dies, and all week over on my blog I'm going to be highlighting the Flowers for Every Season suite. Let's get this thing started right. My garden is in full bloom. We have had about 10 months of nonstop rain, it feels like, and everything has just exploded. So we're going to paint our world in beautiful, bright colors. And we are having a celebration today because we are making this beautiful sunflower card using the new Bumblebee designer series paper as well as cardstock. And, there's a little surprise on the inside. But wait, we're also going to make this really great box, and it is big, but it's out of one sheet of cardstock. All right, so, and you see I carried over the same designer series paper from the card onto our box. So let's get started. Let's make our card first. Now this card has a ton of layers, just a ton. Good morning, Sharon. It's great to see you. And let's see, who else did I see? Janine is here. Okay, so all these layers, all the measurements will be over on my blog at www.makingmemorieswithmichelle.com. Just know that we are starting with a piece of Bumblebee cardstock at 4 1/4 by 11, and it's scored at 5 1/2. I need to get my sample out so I can see what I'm doing. Oh my goodness. All right, so I'm just going to build some layers here. I have a piece of Bumblebee here that's 5 by 3 3/4, and I embossed it with the Scripty embossing folder, okay? And I'm gonna layer that on a piece of Whisper White. That's just 1/8 of an inch larger. Now, if you like these designs and you would like to get the materials yourself, all you have to do is place an order over on my store between now and Wednesday, June 3rd. Ooh, how many of you are placing an order on June 3rd? Give me a thumbs up if you just can't wait until that new catalog goes live. So, but any $35 order placed between now and June 3rd, I will send you all the materials that you need to make both the card and the box. I'll just pop them in the mail to you. How's that sound? Okay, so this is going to go on our card front, and I am going to use some snail just for fun. Now the link to my store will be in the comments, or in the description, excuse me, of my video. If you want to write it down, it's makingmemories.stampinup.net. It'll be also on my blog. So we've got that. Okay, then because we're celebrating, and you can't celebrate without a little bit of bling, I've got a piece of gold foil paper. Now, when I use my gold foil, I want to make sure that I'm using a really strong adhesive. So I'm either going to use Tombow, the liquid glue here, or I'm going to use my Terran tape. But today, we're using Tombow, okay? Now, it is a little curly, It happens, it tends to do that. So just hold it down for just a few seconds so that it stays. Good morning. Let's see, who else was there? Sue Polinsky is there. Hi, Sue, and Jennifer Nelson. Oh, all of my friends. Okay, so that's there. And next, I have a piece of Whisper White. And I've got this great big sunflower stamp. Susan Strong, if you are watching, I know that you are like Sunflower Sue, all right? So now, because the ink pads weren't yet available for demonstrators, I'm going to use crushed curry. And crushed curry is a great substitute for Bumblebee right now. It is very, very close. And because those two colors aren't necessarily on top of each other, I've spread them out. I've kind of stacked them on the gold or on the white. It's going to be fine. They're very nice, complementary, coordinating colors. Okay, so I'm going to stamp that sunflower, and I'm going to put that in the top right-hand corner. And just hold it, you know, Michelle is great, Michelle is great, Michelle is great. Ta-da! And then I'm going to do it again in the bottom left-hand corner. Okay? I know, it kind of seems a little silly, right, to have this huge sunflower stamp but not use the whole image, but I like it, right? Okay, little bee, you have to move. Now this is going to be put right here, okay? And this does have kind of that monochromatic feel and look to it, right? It's just so much bright, cheery yellow. And I'm not really a yellow girl, okay? If you've stamped with me over the last 5 years, you know yellow is not one of my colors. But I love this. I truly, truly do. Okay, next I have this little tiny piece, so if you've got scraps laying around, this is the time to use it. This is that new Designer Series paper, and I'm using the circles on there. I'm kind of digging those striped circles, okay? And I'm putting that, and I kind of want it to line up with my right hand, the white layer there, okay? Now I've got some Tuxedo Black Memento ink. Ugh, boy, that was a tight fit. And then I have my Thanks a Bunch stamp. I don't even have all my stickers on yet. Okay, I'm gonna give this a try right over here. Oh, it worked. You know, I've been doing this for 5.5 years, and sometimes I'm still amazed. Yay! Add some dimensionals. First set you're getting. Oh, Sue, I don't blame you at all. This was the first on my list. So I'm offsetting this. Okay, so we're going to leave some of this Designer Series paper showing. This piece goes to the right, this piece goes to the left. Like so. Huh. I love it when a plan comes together. And now, in this suite, we've got 3 spools of ribbon, y'all. Flowers for Every Season ribbon combo pack. And look at this. We've got this white. It's almost like organza or gauze. It's very nice. It ties lovely bows. There's this Just Jade gingham ribbon. This is lovely. And then this is like Misty Moonlight and silver and white variegated baker's twine. Lovely. But again, we're going for that monochromatic look. So I'm going to take some of this white organza-ish. I don't know what it is. I guess I should read the catalog. Okay? And I'm just going to tie a bow like so. Hey, how many of you got a catalog from me? Let me know. If you need a catalog from me, let me know. I'll be happy to pop one in the mail to you. I actually just got mine. And know that the mail and the postal service, you know, they're trying their best right now. Everybody's home ordering tons of stuff from Amazon and everywhere else, so I'm not going to complain about slow shipping. There's so many other things that are worse right now. All right, so I'm going to pop that bow right down there. Can you tell I'm excited about all these new toys? Like a kid in a candy store. And I've been wanting to share with you, but I didn't want to share too soon because then you can't order it. But make that shopping list. Okay, now see how that is kind of like futzing around and it's not going to lay down? You can always stick a glue dot behind there and just put it where you want it to be. Oh, we're not done. We're not done. Okay, so we're going to take our small sunflower. We're going to stamp that in crushed curry as well. Right up there. And the top. Okay. This is a beautiful, beautiful card. Can I say that about my own card? Oh my gosh. Maybe. Let's just put it this way. I love how it turned out. So I dreamt this card at like 3 in the morning and then had to lay there so I didn't wake the dogs up to come create it. All right? So celebrate sunflowers. Let's make our box to go with that. But that, I mean, who wouldn't want to get that card? To the left, to the left. Oh, Britton is singing this morning. Good morning, my friend. All right. Are you ready for our box? Our box is cool. Okay, I'm gonna move that out of the way. Clean up my area just a little bit. I'm going to clean off my sunflower stamp. Now, I am using my scrub just because I forgot to get my chamois wet this morning. So, I like the chamois better. But, you know, I've got scrubs hanging around. And they do a good job. So we're going to start with a piece of Bumblebee Designer Series paper. No, it's not. It's cardstock. Please excuse me. Okay, a piece of Bumblebee cardstock that measures 8 by 11. Okay, so you're just going to leave it the full length and then cut off 1/2 inch. And take out your Simply Scored tool. I want to make sure that that's on camera there. Okay, and don't worry, you don't have to write the measurements down. They're going to be over on my blog, okay? And all information will be down below so you can go find it. Along the long side, you're going to use your stylus, and because it's cardstock, I'm using the smaller end of my stylus. And I'm going to score at 3 1/2, 5 1/4, 8 3/4, and 10 1/2. All right? Then I'm going to turn it once to the short side, and it won't matter if you've got that skinny end or the fatter end. It won't matter. Okay, but either way, just turn it one time. And on the short side, score it at 1 3/4 and 6 1/4. We're going to fold along all those score lines and run your bone folder across it. Okay, so you've got nice, crisp, flat folds. Did anybody else wake up at like in the middle of the night and just lay there? Oh, wide awake. Crazy. All right. So we have this big box. You know from crafting with me before, we're going to cut off these small rectangles. So on that half inch, we're going to cut off those rectangles completely. Okay. Then on this flap, just cut in and make some angles. Okay, that's so that lid flap tucks in very nicely. Now, here you have a square, a rectangle, a square, a rectangle. You're going to cut up all of the score lines and notch in the squares. Leave your rectangles alone, but just notch in your squares, okay? We want to make sure that that box folds nice without any extra overhang. You're just removing some of the bulk. Ah, can't grab it. And then you're going to do the other side. Rectangle, square, but all we're going to cut are those squares. Okay. Now comes the fun part. I want to put this way so I can see what I'm doing. And I have a whole bunch of pieces of Designer Series paper. And we're just going to go and make our pattern. Okay? So I have some small pieces here. That might be, this one goes here, this one goes here, this one goes here, I might have cut those just a tad bit too long. So give me just a minute, let me find a trimmer. Look at this. It's totally cute. Okay. Let's see. I did cut those too long. That should be 3 1/4, not 3 1/2. Ta-da! Perfect. Oh, so much better. Whew. Okay. So now we're going to put all of our puzzle pieces together, all right? It's so much easier to decorate our box like this before we assemble it. So just make sure too that if you're using a patterned paper to create a box, that when you cut all of these pieces, that your cards or your Designer Series paper pattern is going in the right direction. Otherwise, it will look very confusing. Last one, I think. Okay, to put your box together, these squares will go on the inside and this will wrap around, okay? So again, we've got these go inside, these wrap around. These two rectangles will wrap around and come this way, and these are going to squish inside like so, okay? So I want to put glue here and here. And depending on how you're going to use your box or what you're going to put inside it, it will matter what kind of adhesive you're using. Tear & Tape or Tombow, again, is the best choice. However, today I'm doing this because it's a little bit faster. Okay, so these squares come in, and take your time and line it up. These rectangles fold over, so you're going to feel this edge fit into that score mark. Okay, and again, take your time. Okay, and you can use your bone folder, okay, to make sure that you've got a nice, okay, this folds in, this folds in, and you have a really nice box. All right, I have, again, some of that white ribbon. Let's see, and I'm going to cut enough to make a pretty bow. Up here at the top. Okay, and I'm going to tie this from upside, right? The reverse. If I want the ties in my bow to come this way, I tie it in the opposite direction. It's just what works for me. Usually, you know, once I say that, it won't work, but okay. Oh, that turned out pretty nice, if I do say so myself. Okay, I'm gonna set this aside and let's decorate. All right, the first thing that I wanna do is take some Tuxedo Black Memento. And then I have the smallest stitched rectangle. I already cut that out, okay? I'm put that here. The sentiment I'm using, I absolutely love. It says, know that you are loved. I'm gonna try it here. And it just fits inside this so well. Look at that. Okay, I'm gonna move that out of the way. And remember I said I was going to clean this stamp? I believe I did. Whew, good, okay. I'm gonna take it off my block. I'm going to grab my Stamparatus, and you will see that I have pre-cut the dies. Okay, so I'm taking my negative space, and that's going to make the frame for my stamping. What I really want to do, right, is fit my stamp in there. Come on. Pick it up. Okay? My die is going to fit in the negative space. But I'm going to unhinge that for a minute. Don't say I became unhinged. I know if Britton is still watching, that's what she was going to say. Not going there. I have 3 Stampin' Write markers. I have Garden Green, Crushed Curry, and Early Espresso. And I'm going to color this while it's on my Stamparatus plate. I'm going to put it back in the hinges and then color. All right? So, it worked before. Let's see if it still works. All right? Whoops, wrong end. So I'm going to color the lightest color first, which is Crushed Curry. And I'm going to get all of my sunflower. Okay. Here we go. And I'm just putting on a nice color. We've done this before, but never with a Stamparatus. And I didn't know how it would work, honestly. But I did it this morning. It worked just fine. Okay, just make sure you get all the tips, because some of those are pretty small. Okay, next I'm going to color the 2 leaves with Garden Green. And you can see that color a lot better. Okay. But take your time. You're in no hurry, right? Because you can reactivate this ink. It's water-based. Okay? Then, all those little sunflower seeds with Early Espresso. I think I missed a spot. I could be wrong. All right, guys, here we go. Bring your Stamparatus back in. Now, you know to reactivate this, you huff on it, right? So I'm going to use this whole plate instead of my block, but it works in the same principle. Ready? Okay, put it back in the hinges and stamp. Are you crossing your fingers? I know I am. Oh, look. What do you think? How cool is that? Okay, so much easier to die cut, use your Stamparatus, and then color. Oh, fabulous. So we're just gonna put this together, okay? I'm gonna put this up here, like so. And truly, I'm just gonna put a dimensional behind here. Let's see, here they are. Right over here. And I kind of want it to look like it's coming off my bow. And that's going to help secure that bow a little bit too. And then I have my sentiment. Like so. So, thanks a bunch. Know that you're loved. It's a great little thank you gift. You know, maybe you've got, school is winding down. You're going to thank some teachers. You're going to thank some administrators. You're going to think, there's so many people in our lives right now that just need, thanked, right? Anyways, I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you have got your shopping list started for the new annual catalog. This is the Celebrate Sunflowers bundle that comes from the Flowers for Every Season suite. All of this is available starting June 3rd, which is Wednesday. If you liked this and you would like me to pre-cut and have this all sent to you, I would be happy to do so. Simply place a $35 order at my store, makingmemories.stampinup.net. And now it's time for a prize patrol. Yay! All right, so last week's prize patrol winner is Michelle Cox. So Michelle Cox, if you are out there, let me know what your address is. And this week's prize patrol gets a card kit that I used for a class and that I had left over. So this is for the love of felt. It is a, I don't remember, 3 or 4 cards in there. Comes with all these accessories. Everything is in there. You can make your own lovely cards. So Michelle, let me know by next Friday what your address is, and I'll pop it in the mail to you. How do you get registered to be in my prize patrol? Simply share today's video, and I will put your name in a random drawing next week. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you have a wonderful weekend. I am going to go clean my stamp room. I will see you Monday morning at 8 o'clock. In the meantime, stay safe and stay crafty. Bye-bye.